This is Helena Bodemiller with Claremont Beat TV. Making the headlines tonight, David Plouffe spoke at Big Bridge's auditorium on Wednesday, drawing bipartisan interest from all 5 colleges. Also, Scripps opened its new parking facility for a second time this year. Not for parking, but for partying. A good time was had by all despite the 90s rap theme. To commemorate Cesar Chavez Day, the app hosted Grammy Award-winning Mariachi Divas. There was great food and good fun had by all. Turning to our top story now, congressmen flocked to Capitol Hill today to hear President Barack Obama deliver the 222nd State of the Union address. Anticipation mounted as senators took their seats, eager to begin the legislative session. It was widely expected that President Obama would outline an aggressive domestic policy agenda, as well as provide details on the economy, the pending budget, and foreign policy objectives. Senior correspondent Anna Martin had a chance to catch up with Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell before the address.
Good afternoon, Senator.
Good afternoon.
What are you looking to hear from the President tonight?
Well, we're looking to hear from the President what his vision is for the future. We're looking to see where he wants to go on healthcare, on the environment, on the economy, on the issues of the day.
All right. And what do you think the American people need to hear with respect to the economy and the President's proposed budget?
I think the American people need to be reassured. I think right now the administration has done too little to restore the stability and the faith in the American people. I think they've too much relied on complex programs, and they haven't relied enough on explaining to the American people the underlying problems and what we can all do to fix them.
All right, and with respect to the Republican response, why Mitt Romney, and can we expect any surprises?
Well, Governor Romney is a leader in our party. He wanted to offer the response, and we were happy to offer him the opportunity to speak about core conservative values and ways to move the country forward. Now, the one thing you will hear in Governor Romney's speech, and this is probably an exclusive for CBTV, is that some of the Democrats have been working very cooperatively, particularly the Democrats on finance. They've been working well with their counterparts. Other Democrats have taken the attitude that they want to steamroll over Republican opposition and use procedural tactics to basically enact their very liberal ideology into law. Republicans won't stand for this, and so tonight Governor Romney will present a signed letter by the entire Republican caucus promising that if the Democrats try to steamroll the Republicans on environmental legislation, we will bring the legislative flow to a halt. We will stop all healthcare legislation and hold them accountable for their reckless actions.
President Obama reached across the aisle tonight looking for bipartisan support for hot-button issues such as healthcare and the environment. Climate change and green policy objectives took center stage as the President vowed to create new incentives for Americans to go green. The economy was also on the President's agenda, emphasizing the need for new legislative efforts to create stiffer regulations for the financial sector. The President's address received widespread accolades for his focused agenda, but the blogosphere is abuzz tonight with criticism for his lackluster delivery. Mitt Romney offered the Republican response to the President's address. In comparison, Governor Romney gave a polished, provocative address conveying GOP effort to form a unified front against liberal policy objectives. Romney pointed to stark ideological differences between the party's agendas. Despite this emphasis on GOP strength, the governor appealed to Americans' sense of nationalism, stating, "We want our country to succeed no matter who is in power." Reporting for the Claremont Beat, I'm here with Vice President Joe Biden. Vice President, your response?
I think it was heartening to hear that the Republicans are willing to work together with the Democrats. We're going to have some bipartisan legislation. We're ready to see it. We're looking forward to really getting this country moving towards some positive change.
Thank you. Senator, your reaction?
Governor Romney did a fantastic job. We couldn't be prouder of him. He clearly articulated a Republican message, a conservative message, and a message I know all members of my caucus support.
Thank you. Senator, your reaction?
I think the American people saw tonight why we voted for Barack Obama in November. He proposed a substantive and formative agenda for the future of what he thinks the next 4 to 8 years are going to look like. I was very excited by his speech.
Thank you.
I think the only thing shocking about Mitt Romney's address is that he managed to stick to one position during one entire speech. But the Republican Party, it's clear, has just become the party of no and the party of Rush Limbaugh. And I think that Barack proposed a substantive and forward-looking agenda.
Thank you. Senator, your reaction?
I believe that if the Democrats are willing to reach across the aisle, we can pass some legislation that will help our country move forward during this hard time of economic crisis.
Thank you very much.